What's going on, everybody? I'll be getting started in about, hopefully, like another 5 minutes or so. Just waiting on some people to get some final things taken care of before we get started. I would never troll. I've got no clue. Hey, welcome, and thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We'll be getting underway here pretty soon. Currently waiting on a couple of stragglers before we get started with our run today. What's going on, Jay? I know I said I appreciate you coming in here, but thanks for showing up. Appreciate you hopping in here. If you hear me at all talking and it sounds like I'm talking to somebody else, I do have Discord open up, but I do have it muted so that other people can't hear it. So if you see me talking or hear me talking and it's not directed towards the chat or just speaking out like in general, it is to them. You may also see me occasionally mute my mic, and that is because I'm either talking to my kids that love to walk on in, or potentially telling my dogs to go to the other room because they like to harass me while I'm sitting in my chair. Thank God I've been looking. I've been waiting to refresh my Nixie buff on my bank character for a while now. Thank you. I had 18 minutes left. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Oh, we're doing MC first? Wild. Okay. I already snapped mine. I'm just waiting for everyone to get the login call. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Buffs just dropped. We'll be getting started soon. Looks like we are starting with Molten Core first. And then I think for Molten Core, we're going the first boss in BWL and then finishing with the Nixie, if I'm not mistaken. We're doing the first boss of BWL today because it is such an easy fight that it's a waste of time for us to do it on our other 40-man night, which is Mondays. Um, it's like a 10-minute fight because like like 9 minutes of that entire fight is an event where you're just pretty much killing ads. The actual boss fight is like less than a minute. So we knock that out, get that out of the way. That way on Monday, which is our progression night, we can knock out the rest of BWL, and then also do we're starting progress in AQ40. We've killed the first two bosses and we're moving forward past those, I believe, this week as well. So we'll be stepping into uncharted territories for a lot of our players. A lot of our guild hasn't done this level of or this particular portion of content. So taking in some inexperienced players that have nothing more than like videos to go off of in terms of experience. But we have been doing our best to prep people through Discord discussions, video watching, and then just general talking about prep. Whoa, we're so friendly. Wait, do I have to hit him with the do I have to hit him with the big one? Are you sure? Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't hit my button because I hadn't added salami in there yet, but it's in there now. I'm gonna screenshot his ass. This guy's not prepped for raid. What the hell? That's a loot ban. Gotcha. Looking for group chat is just a degenerate minefield. And so many people are like, "You dropped it way too quick. Some people couldn't get there fast enough," and I'm like, "You're 23. Why are you complaining about world bumps? Go chill out." Hell yeah, you're damn straight. I'm 33. Once again, for all the people that just hopped in, if you hear me talking out into the void, it is responding to my Discord call that I'm in, probably goofing off with the guys or answering to specific calls for what I need to be doing for raid. I am one of the tanks in the guild. I'll be giving you that nice tank POV that everyone wants. Sadly, my gnome is still leveling. I know everyone wants the gnome. That is, if you let's see, let's go sort by name, go down to the L's. Go. As you can see, reborn and thriving is the the note for this guy. Whereas lonely human, the gross, unnatural, and deplorable. For those that don't know, I do. This guy right here is my third level 60 warrior. Um, I do have two other 60s on the softcore server now that have died. This was the OG Lonely Gnome. He died to a disconnect after our guild's first molten core. Died to a disconnect in Blasted Lands doing some farming. This was the follow-up, Lonely Sun. I was prepping him as a joke, as a like he's gonna go meet his dad type deal, because this guy has he's got full-on gray hair. This one's got full-on black hair, so I was making a play on trying to find his dad. Well, his dad died when he was level 18, so he never got to meet him until the softcore server. So, but he was also a significantly longer-lived warrior with much better gear. So I think I had like 16 days, I think, played in game time on this guy. This guy, I think I was in the 22s, roughly. And then I think I'm at just at 10 days, give or take, on my human now. And the reason I went human on this guy was I just knew that if something happened to I just knew if something happened to my warrior that I would have a better time or easier time getting up to raid prep if I went human, just because of the racial. I don't like the fact that my action potion bar keeps disappearing on me. Right option. Right here. I don't know why it's not showing the other. Where the hell did you just come from, Snap? I just saw you just manifest on my screen. Apparently. I just saw him jump out in front of me. But I didn't see him anywhere else.
Hello. Be careful.
Oh, I am massively dumb. Okay, that's why it's not showing. I literally just don't have those protection potions in my bag. I only brought fires because I'm not really worried about the other resistances as I am fire. But once we get the call to buff up, I have all of my potions that I need to worry about up here. I don't need my frost oils until AQ 40. I'll actually be applying those onto these weapons over here. For Viscidus only. That boss you need to deal like hundreds of like individual applications of frost damage to freeze him to deal damage. So that's some loot. Yeah. Other than that, MC is something we've been clearing for quite a bit. I'm not too worried about it in terms of my kid made a sign. So you know what? Bring it here, kid. Bring it here. Appreciate the effort. We gotta. Okay, go out, please. It says like and subscribe to Jay because that is my actual name. So there you go. What the Murdama doing? I will be on Skull for all of these pulls. The only boss that I will not be main tanking is going to be Ragnaros. I just don't have the fire set built up for that. But Turtle Koi, who is our raid lead, um, he is currently re-gearing because he died recently, but he does have the fire resistance already. So
It's still recharging.
the potion that I pop just disappears off my bar. Unboon timer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pop my flask. Pop my Zanza. Debuff. My food buff here in a second. Stop.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So as far as tanking is concerned, Bloodthirst is your bread and butter for generating rate or generating threat. You pretty much always want that to be on cooldown when you're tanking. This is always a double pull here. But so these Annihilators don't have a threat table. So you have to have a taunt rotation for those guys. Otherwise, they'll typically stick to the melee, but you really do just want them to. You really do want to just keep them like, taunted with the tanks, because typically the DPS warriors are a little more squishy. We're all Fury at this point, so it's not like Sword and Board is going to save somebody, unless like a really bad pull goes through.
It's too far away.
I have this little taunt macro here, so it tells me like who's taunted. It'll tell me if it gets resisted, and it'll tell me who did it, how long it's up, whether it gets resisted, and the type of taunt they use. So if it's a bear, it shows me they use a growl. If it's a warrior, it shows me the warrior icon for taunt. If they use a challenging shout or whatever the druid equivalent of that is.
I need a target. Need more range.
So for these dogs, we have a bubble rotation going on, and that is because you never know what the dog's going to do. One of them has there's a chance that one of them just AoE stuns everybody in the raid regardless of distance. And if that happens and the threat table hasn't been established by the tanks, it can just run off to anybody, and that's not something you want to deal with.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
These destroyers have a knockdown, an AoE knockdown, so he's using a free action potion to keep himself immune from that knockdown. Otherwise, there's a chance that he just knocks you down and just runs into the raid, and you know, like any other elite or raid level elite, can just one tap a squishy if you're not careful. Typically, in terms of rotation, though, for tanking, like I said, you have to pretty much have Bloodthirst on cooldown. Even if you have a Revenge Strike up, if you see that your Bloodthirst is coming up and it's going to kind of overlap with that global cooldown, you just want to... Oh, we're going to pull both.
I'm out of range.
I got taunted. For that pull, we accidentally pulled those additional imps, so I lip taunted. My lip taunt is the AoE taunt I have built in to my kit, and then it also pops a limited invulnerability potion on top of it, and then it also pops my Goblin Sapper Charge simultaneously, because they don't share cooldown. So you can pop all three at the exact same time without witch heal. Only downside to doing that is that it puts my actual potion on a 2-minute timer, so that's one thing I need to be wary of. My AoE taunt is now on a 10-minute cooldown, so I can't just pop that again. And my dynamite, it puts my actual dynamite on a 1-minute cooldown, but my Sapper Charge is a 5-minute separate cooldown. That is the first boss that we're fighting right there. He's patrolling in, so we have to wait. These first few mobs here, they have to die within a certain time frame. If they don't die within a certain time frame, then they can actually start resurrecting each other. And once they die, you actually have to like ensure that they despawn first. Otherwise, if you pull another pack, then you risk them reigniting the whole double pack, and my wife is messing with me right now. I guess she knows I'm trying to pay attention. Yeah, so you'll see these bodies kind of hang around and they disappear after a set amount of time. But while they're on the ground like this, you can just... once they're on the ground like this, you can just literally sit here and just build rage off of them. This upcoming boss, we cannot do any sort of AoE. This boss has a mind control built into him. And if you do any AoE and there's a mind control going out, with us being buffed up as we are, there's a good chance that we just end up just instantaneously killing somebody, especially if they are a The Resto Pot is a potion that will cleanse various debuffs off you. Will cleanse various debuffs off you over the course of the fight. I think it's like every 5 seconds. Yeah, magic, curse, poison, or disease every 5 seconds or 30 seconds. So you can get 6 different ticks off of that.
It's too far away.
And depending on how you want to play it, you can technically open up with the taunt, or you can open up with the bloodthirst if you like. Either way, it's a bit of a gamble because you never know if you're going to get a hit, a miss, a dodge, a parry, or a resist if you're using the taunt. But as you can see, we're just waiting for these guys to despawn. As soon as they despawn, we start the next pack. They're gone now. Because if we did this pull right before they spawned, it would automatically just reignite those corpses and they would be full health again. These mobs you can AoE. Just in time for brag. Our raid lead just hit 300 defense on his new character, so. Also, when it comes to tanking, Death Wish is a must essentially because your warriors are gonna be hopping the same thing. But there's those dodging that I was telling you about, so you have to instantly count just to make sure it doesn't run off to either one of the ranged or one of the squishier melees. So as far as threat's concerned, Alliance has a pretty easy time with it just because we have Salvation built in with Paladins. My Heroic Strike actually has a built-in, or is a macro that will automatically remove Heroic Strike anytime I click it, or will automatically remove Salvation anytime I click it. So if you ever see Salvation get cast on me and you don't see me just like go to click it off, it's because my Heroic Strike will just automatically do that for me. So you see my Salvation right there, and it's gone. Do not click it off. It's just part of my macro. Pretty much all of my buttons here are a macro. And I say that because pretty much all of my buttons have a start attack macro built into them, because not every single one of these buttons, if you hit them, would automatically would make you start attacking. So if I just had these buttons on here as is, like from my spell book,
5,
it would
4.
There a good chance that I just would not start auto attacking. Death Wish. We got fire in the raid. I'm not tanking this fight, so I simply set myself into the Fury stance. I'm still in my protection stance, or my protection talents. So if something does go wrong, like, I'm still high enough on the threat table down here that I can hit the boss, but not terribly worried about it. Got the douse. I went ahead and got rid of my douse. That was the one that just disappears after one use, because after this run, where is it? Oh yeah, I'm already revered now, so I have to go all the way to Ajara after this, and I will get my Eternal Douse, which is one I can use every 24 hours, and I don't have to run and like, get a new one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My charge has a built-in macro to not only start attack, but in this spec it has a built-in macro to also instantly swap me to defensive stance, because I don't have tactical mastery in the Fury tree or in the arms tree. So anytime I swap stances, I instantly lose my rage. So by having it instantly swap me into defensive stance, I can actually keep the rage from my charge and have a little something to start a fight. I think so. Or just continue down left side. For the surgers, you have to stack up on them. If anyone was within a certain distance out, they will charge at them. So just staying stacked up keeps them from doing that charge, which is also a knockback, which acts as an interrupt as well. So be mindful of that. They are not deadly like on their own, but they can like really screw you over if you're not paying attention. Also like really good idea just to constantly keep your rage up, especially as a tank, because you want to be able to consistently make sure that you have something to yeah, see, there's the stun I was talking about. Everyone else got stunned. We had a paladin. We had a paladin bubble to keep the. Yeah. Sorry, my guild is flaming Marisma for popping his last stand on accident. Anyway,
I need to get closer.
we had a paladin bubble. That way, whoever got aggro, they at least had some heals running. Especially if it's the tank, you know, you got to make sure that they stay alive, because even though we are geared at this point, you never know. You never know when something might decide to crit you pretty hard, or potentially get a crushing blow, because. If I have enough rage, I typically have a heroic strike queued up, but only if I have enough rage to get my bloodthirst off first, and that just kind of ensures that I have enough threat, regardless of what happens. Especially if there's like, if I get dodge parried like I was getting last night. I got dodge parried so many times for my openers, it was insane. This next boss is nothing too crazy. He got an AoE stun for melee, and he does a rain of fire. Actually gonna play a little risky here. I'm not gonna pop my fat, so I can save it for one of the giants on the next pack, or the destroyers on the next pack. I got off what I needed, so.
Watch your feet.
I moved the wrong way on that, that's fine.
Watch your feet.
I actually have a FAP up for the next destroyer pack.
I need to get closer.
This one, the egg is funny.
Hey, buddy.
It's too far away.
Alright, lost my train of thought. Yeah, once again, these annihilators, you gotta.
I'm out of range.
Up next.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
For this next boss, we actually are going to have our warlocks and mages toss out little short buffs on us because he has a ability that wipes away buffs. Make sure we're getting out those small buffs for this next guy, for Gar. Warlocks and mages, whatever you need to toss up. Double Destroyer packs are pretty scary if you don't have FAPs up. I did not have mine up for like 7 seconds, but we did manage to get things separated. Aaron, give that to your sister. Thank you, buddy.
I just in my egg.
I bet you alt F board.
I'm out of range.
Woo, look at that spicy pickup. Not gonna lie, I potentially saved that warlock right there. Two targets. So our puller, actually has a bit of PTSD because they actually did mess up one of these this particular pull one time, and yeah. You guys are rage mob for this,
Is it okay to shut your door?
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and save up my rage for this upcoming fight. Wait, so am I taking Diamond and Moon, or because I'm looking at a mark or banish on that? Just double checking. It had me double marks. It is valid or verifying.
I need to get closer.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Yeah, the next part is super fire damage heavy. There are mobs that do passive fire damage. There are mobs that do fire damage on death. Pretty much every mob here, does fire damage. You said me first? Okay, cool. And pretty much every mob here does AoE fire damage, so like not even just like in melee range, it shoots it out. Shoots it out in cone, so. Hey, what's going on, Witchy?
It's too far away.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Fire guy just looks like passive fire damage. Both of these guys have a ranged ability that stuns. Okay. Stunned.
I'm gonna open. This is like
Hey, buddy.
oh yeah.
Not ready yet.
Hey, appreciate the follow, Vision. Welcome, welcome. You're currently just about halfway through, fourth. Moving our way up to Baron Geddon. This is the more fire damage heavy portion of the raid. So making sure that we have our GFPPs up pretty consistently is pretty important. The flame guards deal fire damage like passively around them. And then they also do an ability called Fire Blossom. Hey, welcome XS. I believe you just joined, am I correct? We were talking a little bit yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure if you get the bomb, do not...
AOE incoming. Watch your feet.
There's actually pretty good. Let's see. I said we loot ban the guy that said it.
I'm out of range.
This next boss is pretty much a pushover. He's literally a joke boss. He dies in like 10 seconds. It's pretty insane just that a boss would just tip over as quickly as this guy does. The one mechanic that he or the two technically that he has is one that he does a massive arcane explosion like a mage does, and then we never see this mechanic because we kill him so quickly, but he will teleport into the ranged group, drop aggro, and start killing people. So like I said, we never see it because we just kill him so quickly. Typically we'll pop something like Recklessness on him to kill him like even quicker, but it's not even like completely necessary. This mob we have to pull like right here while he's in between those, so we don't pull either of them. If anyone has any questions, though, feel free to ask. I love to answer questions. I love to ramble about this game. I am quite passionate about playing World of Warcraft. It's something that I've been playing since I was a kid.
5,
So
4, 3,
the hardcore aspect never
2,
really stuck with me
1.
until I started playing on the server. So 19 seconds. That is how quickly it will go. I did. I was number 6 on the damage meter. It's not bad for not popping my recklessness and also not being in a full damage spec.
It's too far away.
It didn't hear me.
Yeah, I have the Discord muted, but we are pretty, as far as like most super high end rating go to concerned, we have like an incredibly good at that. We do have some out of guild members in here from Rosario, which is a Latin-looking guild. We raid with them occasionally. We raid with hardcore cuties occasionally for fills. They're not only here to fill, but they're also here to kind of get experience because they also want to. They would like to start, you know, doing full 40 man with their own people, but they would like some experience first before they make their steps into progression. So you know, we take them along, give them loot, give them experience. There are certain things that we keep for ourselves just because you know they're hard to come by, but or rare. But we do our best to share stuff around. But yeah, a majority of our player base like had never touched hardcore prior to this server. A lot of our players had never done even just like classic like Warcraft content. Some people had never stepped into Molten Core before we started doing it. You know, majority of our players are Latin American, so there's a language barrier. They overcome that language barrier by being in a separate Discord. That way, if there's any like discrepancies in what they're hearing, or if they have questions, they can answer it in their own native language. So we're a pretty diverse guild. Obviously, we know when to focus up or stuff, but sounds good. Okay, sounds good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Moon is my target. I'm going to try and face my Ony. Minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and just buff up my. What's up, Tognas Bolognas? I'm gonna grab up some of my shorter buffs up. You can see up here in the top, we got about 17 minutes left before we're done with this run. That is our fastest clear time, so at the rate we're going, we're probably going to be like a minute or two slower.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
That's my puller. I am currently in Molten Core, which is the 40-man, the first 40-man raid you can get into in World of Warcraft. And it's just about, we're pretty close to being done. I'd say we 17, 18 minutes at most at the rate we're going.
Can you put this on Mama's?
I'm out of range.
Sorry about that. I had a kid asking me a question. Pretty sure I'm on.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt.
Yeah, we're going to be running this stuff on a weekly basis. Fridays are definitely going to be our easier 40-man days. Mondays are definitely the stuff that we're pulling in like our long-term and very well-geared players for, because that's the stuff that it's the content that a lot of us have not done before and need. We just need people to be good for it. Thank you, Haley, for the douse. So I don't think we necessarily need to banish that, but it is more of a preventative measure than anything else, just because you don't want, we should have been stacking that already. Not the biggest deal, but once again, it's just, you practice your basics so you don't have to think about it, it just becomes like reflexive, so.
I need to get closer.
Be careful with that top, my dude. Yeah, so one of our DPS warriors just popped their AoE taunt on accident. I knew that it was them. I knew exactly what button they pressed because I had that weak aura right here that tells me.
It's too far away.
This is my first time not on dog duty. Is it?
5,
Yeah, and tanks back.
4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Warding have been destroyed. Hunt down the infidels, my brethren.
I didn't explain that last boss. That last boss has those two core hound ads that look like that. If they are close enough to him, they give themselves buffs, which drastically increases the damage they deal. So you have to separate them. I gotcha. But yeah, you just separate them and it's pretty much a take and swing from there. This guy looks scary. We're going to crowd control a lot of these mobs. We'll have one tank just constantly on this guy because you don't actually kill this guy. You have to kill all his ads and that's how you finish the fight. He will occasionally send someone to the center. When he does, it is a threat drop. This is also considered lava, so you have to get out of there really quickly.
Alone be praised.
Damn straight. Talking to anybody, everybody. Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Reckless mortals, none may challenge the sun of the living.
Yeah, I already got triangles with it.
Stop attacking. Stop attacking.
Alright, it looks pretty hectic on paper, especially like when you're staring at it, but pretty straightforward fight. Lot of crowd control involved and just kind of jumping around. Yeah, so you don't actually kill that guy. What he does is he actually he submits to you, and after watching you just curb stomp all of his buddies. And then you actually get to talk to him in the last room where Ragnaros is, and you actually start the fight like that. We have a single balance druid in our guild named Ilya. I think he was. I don't think he's here. Yeah, he's not here today. I think he was missing out because he's got some real life stuff going on. That actually is like one of the things about our guild too, is that we take some like. I think the only spec that we don't take really in our runs is prot paladins, and that's because prot paladins just don't have a taunt to make them like viable in a raid situation where there's like threat drops associated with it. We don't have a shadow priest because they don't have the mana to make it like. They don't have the mana to keep it valuable. And then they also don't do ret paladins. They don't do enough damage as compared to like any other class. And then holy paladins can do everything they do in terms of buffing the raid. So like those two specs are the only ones that we just don't generally bring to raid. I'm good. Once we get over to this fight, there's like a minute spiel that this guy does before the fight actually starts. We got a bit of talking to do. But Ragnaros is pretty sure. Actually, I need to swap into my actual DPS spec. Ragnaros is nothing too crazy. If you are ranged, you are stacking up into groups of 2. He does have a threat reset, so you have to be really careful about that. So we'll be calling in and out to kind of avoid anyone getting killed on that threat reset. Because there's a chance when he does that threat reset that he'll actually knock the tanks out of range. And if any of the melee are close enough and happen to like hit him or crit him after that threat reset, there's a good chance that it was going to get chunked and died instantly, so. So you can see our best clear is 55 seconds, so we still got a minute and a half of this talk. Uh, I think most groups are having it fall off.
Ragnaros, the Fire Lord. He
I got 2 minutes in group 3.
This world was young. Bow before him, mortals.
No!
Bow before your ending.
Got a few minutes on most of my buffs, but should be completely fine, honestly. I'm not terribly worried about it.
Executors.
Off the alcohol just because I want to.
This intrusion. These mortal infidels, my lord. They have invaded your sanctum and seek to steal your secrets. You allowed these insects to run rampant through the hallowed core. Now you lead them to my very lair? You have failed me, Executus.
10 seconds until the fight
Justice shall be
starts.
met indeed.
That was the last boss that we just fought. He just got clapped by Ragnaros for being a dumbass.
3,
Now
2,
for you,
1.
insects. Boldly you sought the power of Ragnaros. Now you shall see it firsthand. Face the flames of Sulfuron. By fire be purged. By fire be purged.
Careful with those executes when we go back in, guys.
Face the flames of Sulfuron. By fire be purged.
Guys gotta be really careful about those calling guys, y'all. A bunch of y'all went in really early after that knockback and threat resets and almost died because of it. I had a couple people actually reach out to me about the call outs. So for the in and out on that fight, the reason we're calling that is because every time he does the Wrath of Ragnaros ability, it is a complete threat reset. It also has a chance to knock the tanks back. Yeah. So if you don't stay out until you're called back in, you have a chance that you hit like a big crit or something like that during that threat reset, and he just turns to you, and then every melee is like in front of him now, and parry hasting him, and there's a good chance he just instantly just fall over.
You didn't go.
The okay, cool. But is it for flask set? But it could be. Good luck killing me with my flask set. Anyway, that was Molten Core. Genuinely not hard if you're just listening to calls. We're going to BWL just to do the first boss. For those that weren't here when I first started explaining that, the reason is just that the first boss in BWL takes like 10 minutes because it's an event that just takes forever to do. So yeah, we're just we are we're just knocking it out that way. When we do our full BWL run on Monday, we don't have to waste on doing that. Calm down, Joywave. Oh yeah, no, BWL is a great raid. I love the whole theme of it. Um, we cleared it under an hour even when we do the first boss, but with the way we're trying to progress through AQ40, we want to buy ourselves as much time as we can with world buffs. Yeah. Good. But once we okay, I don't care about that. Once we knock this boss out, we're gonna knock out Onyxia, and then I'll probably do DMT just to get my bus rolling again for tomorrow. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. No, wait, give him to my gnome. He's level 33 and he's vibing right now, so But yeah, tomorrow we're doing some 20-man stuff. We got AQ20 and ZG tomorrow that we're knocking out. Monday or Sunday is a bit of a break day, but that's just kind of like getting stuff prepped up for Monday. So I do. I've really just now started streaming, but I am going to be streaming pretty much everything that I do at this point. So all raid content and dungeons that I run on this guy, as well as stuff that and then I also am leveling a self-found warrior that is my backup. Um, so I'll be streaming that as well. So you get to see some leveling content as well. You'll see how I play as I level. I do my best to also explain like why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm pulling the way I'm pulling because I'm leveling a warrior as a tank. So, oh yeah, for sure. I got some stuff on my channel as well that I've been loading up. I've loaded up the majority of the stuff that I've streamed. So, and they're all like hours long. If you want to just have something in the background to do stuff too. If you're anything like me, you like having stuff in the background while you clean or cook or do other things as you go about your day. I'm in shambles, honestly. Uh, yeah. So you might have missed it in the stream, but I have two other warriors that have died on this server, and they're now in the softcore realm. My first ever warrior that I hit 60 with on this server was a self-found gnome warrior by the name of Lonely Gnome, and so I am leveling a warrior, exact same class, and same looks, same everything, same name. Even doing self-found as a bit of a callback to my first ever character that I had 60 on here. It's also just a reminder of like how the game used to be for me when I first started. Because I mean, when I first leveled, the server was massive. There was 10 separate layers. There's only 3 now, and in contrast. There weren't world buffs just constantly
4,
flying out day
3,
after day like
2,
they are now.
1.
So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sound the alarm!
I didn't, I promise. Yeah, so this part takes forever because you have to kill all 30 of these eggs. We have our hunter taking care of 29 of them.
I take a bath.
Um, And whoever kills the last egg will have undeniable threat in comparison to anybody else. Like, there's no way to rip off threat to whoever kills the final egg. So our main tank will take over the duty of controlling the boss, kill the final egg, and then he'll have the he'll have complete threat. You just gotta make sure that another tank is second on the threat meter.
Dad. Dad.
Hey, buddy.
Five, four, three, two, one.
You are your ally matches ours. Now he shall serve me by slaughtering you. Get up, little red worm, and destroy them.
What's on your mind? Be good.
Alrighty. That was muted for God knows how long at this point. Oh shit, I'm rushing in right now. Screw helping for summons. Can't risk the DKP minus. It's my thing, man. I got this down to the second. I still have my old mic. I'm literally holding it in my hand. The guy just left the guild and left the group. Hello? Wait, did I miss something? Oh shit, I'm dead? Seriously though, why did he leave? Excuse me? Because he didn't get to leave? Oh, okay. Bye. I mean, you know what? You know what's crazy? That was Joy Wave.
I don't have a target.
Wait, Slaggy's cheating on me? Rick, what is this? thought what we shared in Nomer was special. Alright. Yeah, melee stay out. Literally just use your ranged weapons. I mean, you're still alive, aren't you? So I think I've done enough for you today. So the reason we stay out here is literally just because these guys do a blast wave ability, and there's just no reason to go in and get hit. Just unnecessary damage. We just stay out and chill. I'm jotting these notes down. I have a long memory.
You are going to DPS very, very slowly. Hit it like you mean it.
I'm watching.
Now hit it very hard. I don't see enough very dots. Fast. More dots now.
Hoping my threat should be good enough.
Throw more dots. More
Don't have
dots.
to
More
worry
dots.
about.
Come on, more dots.
I'm staying over here so that I can pop my abilities. Oh.
Fear incoming. Fear incoming.
You are going to DPS very, very slowly. And watch the fucking cave.
It looks like he's got the treated blade already. Should be good. Yeah, he says he's done. We're good. It was double hunter home, so the Pip got Pip got geared day one. Look, I'm sulking enough already. You don't need to remind me. I'll never see that damn helmet. If anyone wants to run a DMT, just whisper lonely. You got one running.
Well met. Safe travel.
Could use a mage or some ranged for DMT. But yeah, you can come sexual. I almost feel gross saying that name out loud. So if you have press doors, if you have press doors or a car, you can't roll on this. Anyway, sorry. Pip already had Pip got his helmet like the day he got back to 60, so he got like 5 or 6 pieces of gear his first run when he re-leveled at 60. I think he's already damn near full tier 2 again. Because this Hunter drops like candy in our raids apparently. Gotta grab myself some stuff real quick. I have stuff for the trap and blowing the door open, so if we want a suit, if someone could grab that, that'd be great. Uh, I got a heal already. I could use some range DPS. Because you're cooked. 60?
Not.
Thanks, bud, for coming along. Could use a mage in this DMT if possible. This Whisper Lonely. You better? My Xandar!
How are you?
Well,
Keep your feet on the ground.
I could use a mage, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'll invite you after you finish those enchants then. Looks like you're in a group still, Egg. If you want to drop group, I'll invite you. Hi, Kiffin. Yeah, I got a group already set. You can just me for an invite. I think we need one more clicker to get summons kind of started out there, because yes, ma'am. Look, I'm sorry for being southern, okay? That's my raid lead listening to a Dom in the middle of a raid channel while also leveling 300 defense in the middle of a raid. Woo! That's my raid lead. Are tanks just degens? More at 11. Oh shit, he's onto something there. You can whisper Lonely Human, just whisper INV. No auto invite. Thank you, Trick, for the summons. Pip, you're in a group still. Yeah. Do you want to sit out, Bubble, so you can eat your food? I'm pretty sure Ballyson would like to run if you want him to. Alright, looks like the five of us are here, so let's get in and get started so you can. Yeah, we can go in, Egg. Get in here, get buffed up real quick, get started. I got a few minutes left on my world bus. Come on, Ravish, get in here, buddy. Okay, yeah, you can. I'll swap you out then. Valor, come heal me. Right, you can step out, Bubble. We'll summon you. You can step out, Bubble. We'll summon him out and. Right. Lonely. Well, everyone has assist, honestly, so I mean, I'm on top of this shit. I've gotten good at it. As soon as Valor gets inside, we'll start up. Yeah, we're just starting it. This first pull sucks. What the hell? What's the forbidden tech? And don't tell me it's fearing. Oh, you got a void walker it. You can walk in Valor whenever. We're inside. Hell yeah. Alright, so I guess you can seduce Square, or Poly, Moon. Hell yeah. Then I'll pick up the casters. Yeah. My world buffs! Send your stuff on in, let's go. Kill that guy first. Seduce. I need to turn off my pass on loot. Probably that guy would take care of the other two. Yeah, you're good, you're good. I don't think there are any other scary packs beyond that first one initially, so. Now we got the path on the side, just go ahead and move up. Deck pack. So you can probably run on the left when you get mana. He said you weak as hell. Everyone is full health. He's healing the imp. Let's go. Wild. You mean by pressing it once? On his warlock. You can pause it back when it gets closer. Oh, we sure as hell did. And for good reason. Don't know where I have no idea where the fuck Fengus is. Anyone seen Chrome Crush? I think it's probably the one on the back. I gotta assume he's like in the... Okay, yeah. For the mark. As soon as he gets to that little like circle, we can run past. We're good. Make sure you hit your jump. I did not. I actually got them separate raid, but one raid did drop 2 of them, so... You can probably the Reaver. And we'll kill the Doomwalker first. Yeah, sheep on the Reaver. Yeah. Here comes the eye. Same thing here, probably the Reaver, kill the ad first. Up on cooldown. How big was that crit you just hit? What the hell? Yeah, I got traps. Then I got stuff to blow up in the door. Lonely. Don't break the sheep yet. Let me get the trap set. No, traps or DMT's not open quite yet. Alright, let's peel back, wait for the guy to come around the corner. He's already padding on his way back, so he'll hit the trap soon. You can poly whichever one you want. I'm just gonna run into this next pack. Oh, you can poly one. Whichever one you want. We'll kill the ad first. You can poly the Reaver again. Yeah, go ahead and poly it. You can poly the one in the back. I kicked the banish, I'm a god. Thank you.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
Hell yeah. You can probably the Reaver on the right side. Look, he was just trying to moisturize him, alright? What's y'all going on? What the hell? I got y'all muted for these reasons in particular. Nah. Now tapping into the market would be would have been recording the runs that I did with fucking Ranch, Pip, Trick, and My Bear. Probably that. Yeah. He said get in the cup corner.
I'm out of range.
You're stroking my shit, I gotta listen.
I need to get closer.
guys are wild for just fucking walking up.
It's too far away.
Got faith in the potions. Okay, Saturday Red. That looks like we're good. Going in. I mean, you ran the dungeon. Get your ass in line first. Probably. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I don't care for it. About you? I'll tell you what you always tell me and just whisper me. I got plenty of shards on my guy too. Yeah, if you want a trick, if you want to just farm shards, I have my summoners out here with plenty, so I can summon you back out whenever you got a little bit built up
I'm
again.
out of range.
Normally I just take the food and I just mail it off to Pip. It's the one time I didn't have food on me, he whispers me in raid, got me food. That's not raid bis.
I need to get closer.
Nice. I caught Fangus right in the center. Gaming. Eisenhart wants active guild, huh? And you lived? Did you get powers? I wouldn't say getting stung 80 times is irrational. I would say that actually falls in line with just rational, yeah. Damn, he just aged him like 5 years. I gotta grab my food real quick and then I'll start summons. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I got summons now. If we get let Ravish, jump the line because he actually ran the dungeon, please, thank you. Damn, that's wild. Name and shame, baby. You should be good to go in, Mordama. Sometimes if you can't enter, if you can't enter the first time, yeah, there you go. You gotta like back out and retry. Six, seven. Yeah, back in my day, we just shouted the word penis as long as we could. The funniest part is I went to an all-Christian school, so teachers got real pissed when they started hearing that. Only the male teachers. Okay, sorry. Oh, this was non-denominational, but I also was raised Catholic, so it was like a twofer. The school was technically non-denominational, but I think it was kind of leaning towards uh more Baptist, I think. I can't remember genuinely. But I was raised Catholic, so you know, I went to mass every Sunday. No, the church I went to was Catholic. The school that I attended was a Christian school, but it was a non-denominational, like, Christian school. It was a Christian school that technically did not lean towards like Baptist or Presbyterian, but of course you hire enough people and they just kind of look. All I'm telling you, look, all I can say is that they quote like they did the whole like, oh, don't live beyond your means, and also don't live lavishly, but then they fucking hired some dude to make a giant stone lion at the entrance of the school because that was the mascot. Yeah, no. So And then every single guy had a lifted dually truck just because their parents had ranch houses that they vacationed at. So, real jackasses. And then there was a couple. Then there was a couple cases where like a chick would get pregnant by a dude attending the school, and they would kick out the girl but let the guy stay because reasons. Yeah, it is a shit show of a school. Let me tell you. You would think that, but here we are. Rules for thee, not for me. Hmm. Wild. But that is crazy to think about.
Hey there. Have a good one.
If it's off the chat shit, it's probably us just being stupid as shit. Let's be real. Alrighty, that's actually gonna be it for me tonight, guys. Smooth MC. Thanks for everyone that ran the EMT with me. I'm keeping tabs of all the people talking shit about me because, maybe I'll forget to taunt. Like I'm telling you, Lonely Violin is coming. Is coming. Or Violin Way, whatever you want to go with. Yeah, Lonely Wave sounds pretty good. Anyway, I'll catch y'all guys later. All right, that is going to be it for tonight. Thanks for everyone that hopped in. We got some more stuff running tomorrow. I think tomorrow's a little later for raid time. I want to say that is like 9 Central. So tomorrow, about like 2 hours prior, is when I'll be running some more stuff. Sunday will be a bit of a catch-up day for buffs, as well as a little bit of prep for Monday. Monday's going to be our 40-man stuff again. That'll be the rest of BWL and AQ40. So definitely tune in for that stuff. Other than that, probably be playing the Self-Found Warrior a little bit tomorrow before raid, and then probably playing that Sunday when I'm not getting my buffs in order. So once again, thank you for hopping in. I appreciate all the follows. Looking to grow this channel up quite a bit. I'm pretty close to hitting that affiliate mark, so just need a couple more follows and a couple more consistent viewers. So I appreciate y'all for coming out and doing what y'all have been doing. But once again, I'm off for the night. Y'all have a good one.